where moose is, where there's cabins, where there's burial sites, where you went trapping, where you went hunting, stuff like that. That's the kind of questions we're gonna ask you.
Oh, boy, this is over as long. I didn't know that long. I was trapping this one too before. And this one. Right here in the little creek that my dad used to go on. They give them the worst area for trapping in. I'll tell them. The worst area, that's
Okay, I'll start asking you questions and then you just have to answer. Okay?
okay.
And we're gonna record you.
Joe, what I'll do is give you a little bit of a summary of what my thesis is about. I can give this to the others. You can take that away with you too. That explains kind of what I'm doing.
So we're doing 2 projects in one.
It's
a lot of work.
well, what happens is, certain things like the Delta, Peace Out the Basket Delta has, a lot of attention for a lot of time because of, things get,
More resources.
certain things always get attention, right? It's certain, squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah.
Is the parks doing anything to encourage First Nations people to monitor their own parks or else to
Their own
get
land.
involved in manage their own resources?
Yeah, for over years and years, they've been gradually moving toward that, right? And I think that's part of what that's part of the game regs review, as I understand it.
I'm not going to talk you out of a job,
What's that?
I'm not going to be talking you out of a job,
Oh well, they also have hired lots of local wardens over the years and try to bring them through training programs and stuff. Definitely, for many years that's been part of it. It doesn't always work that well because sometimes they've had better luck in Nahanni. Most of the wardens in Nahanni have all
You mean the Tambour
come
one?
from local.
The Tambour one.
Wood Buffalo hasn't been as successful. We don't always really know
And that's who?
why people have, just they've left or they haven't felt comfortable because they're doing law enforcement in their own community. That's why they have us, right?
Well, there's a complaint
I don't know.
around here.
Way
There's a
before I
complaint in respect to some people seeing
because I don't
a
remember.
non-band member from another
My
First
brother's
Nations
sister
working
died about
in the park here.
Mom told me that.
Renewable
Because
resources.
when we were talking to Pat Bucket, we went here, because we stayed up here, there was no camp up
They
here,
still going.
or we stayed at cabin,
They still
and we
going.
went
Yeah.
down, and we went to this burial site, and he said it was a father and a
It should be if
daughter,
they're working for
and there
renewable.
was
It's not really
a
their
baby.
responsibility.
Yeah, maybe. I know we lost it.
So it was a father and a daughter, and then I was talking
Who was
to,
the father?
I was talking to Uncle Alec, and he said that might be Carson Tambour.
I even
No,
heard
Carson was very good.
telling another
And
First Nation.
Pat Buggins thinks the daughter was married to Michelle Smallpiece.
But they're
Well,
saying
Pat
this
Buckins'
guy is
sister was married
on-
to
on-
Michelle Smallpiece.
Yeah, and he's from.
Pat Buckins' sister. How the heck he did that?
I don't know.
His sister Mary was married to Michelle.
Mary
Buggins.
Mary Buggins.
Yeah.
I'm
Maiden name is
not really
Buggins.
sure because he doesn't work for the
Pat
park.
Buggins'
He
sister.
works for renewable.
That's
So he
the one
doesn't
that
really have
married
any jurisdiction
Michelle.
in the park.
But maybe he had two wives.
Like he doesn't actually have jurisdiction in the park.
But where are they?
But he does have.
Where's kids from
They do
his first
monitor
wife?
their
And I don't
relations
remember
and stuff.
Not in the
people
park though.
talking about it.
No, he shouldn't be. He doesn't.
I know he's
Only
married.
if we
Pat
call him
Buggins' sister.
specifically for something.
Oh,
and ask
Mary
him to-
Buggins?
He could have
Yeah.
peace officer
So
status.
there's
My Mary's buried
He
in
doesn't
Port
actually have
Rico.
any jurisdiction.
Mary
in the park.
Tambour.
No,
Mary.
no, strictly outside the park.
Mary Tambour, yeah.
So I
But
can't say
I
I
had
know
Mary
it's
Buggins
specific
too.
to him. I don't.
Mary's
It's the first time I've heard that, so I can't really
I
answer
used
your
to,
question
Mary's
directly.
longest, I used to
um,
be Pat's sister.
But we've had other people, I know in Fort Smith that don't
So no one
necessarily
knows
come
who's
from
buried
the
there?
local First Nation, but they are First Nations.
There's,
and that may be an issue for people.
I know
that,
some of our
like,
sister, brother and
so far as
sister are
the-
buried there, but I don't know how many.
we haven't
My
heard
mom never
from
talked
the
about
local
it,
First Nations and like those
but my
societies
dad
or,
tells us about it.
about First Nations
So
employees
there's-
from elsewhere.
Brothers and
Like in
sisters.
Fort Chip, we have local guys from Quebec Smith, sometimes we have people from elsewhere. And
Yeah,
there
so
are many
now it's
complaints,
small.
but in terms of your original question, I mean, about trying to have people
Very,
monitor and
very.
stuff, I know, well, even like some of what I.
So it's not Carson then?
Hope
No, I don't think so.
ultimately to work more cooperatively, like they used to have that wildlife advisory board in Fort Chip.
Who do you think would know?
But I know the park as
I
a
thought,
whole has to work more and more.
That's Grandpa's dad, right?
All the different First Nation groups and native groups
No,
around the park.
Grandpa's
In
dad's
terms of
name
actually
is
hiring staff, they did try, they just
Pierre.
always had a lot of success in keeping.
Alexi.
Sometimes they start there and then they leave, they go to another park,
Who's
right?
Carson?
Because
That's
part of
his
the appeal
brother?
for them of our national park
Mhm.
system.
Who does
They
he?
have the opportunity to go.
My dad,
in Prince Albert
Carson.
or Prince Edward Island or whatever, so sometimes people locally just start and they have, but we did just.
yeah, it must be Carson's brother then.
From Fort Smith, who grew up there.
That their last name was, my dad's last name was Alexi.
She's our new biologist, she
Before
just
Tambour
started, so it's
came.
really nice for us, because she was born and brought up in Fort Smith.
But that's what they really
Grew up
need,
there,
was
now
a
she's our
history.
biologist, so that's
Oh, okay.
great, like, that's the park really wants, and our, trying to think who else, like, most of our staff are local.
Cause there's two, three, I only found two grave sites here.
Hmm?
I found two here when we went to Buffalo Lake.
Yeah,
She
There
does
was
all
one-
the school programs and stuff.
They have little houses on them.
their houses, yeah.
There's two little
Part of
houses.
the.
Cause they told me that in 1982 there was a big fire. But
Yeah.
they thought they were running around and people heard this.
No. Yeah, it's still standing, those two
It's still
houses.
there.
Yeah. But then, and then Pat Bucket said there was a baby buried there, with just a cross, didn't have a house.
Yeah,
But I couldn't find the baby grave site. I only
Even
found
this
the one
reserve,
with two
They have
houses.
registered.
And he said one was a dad and one was a daughter.
yeah,
For
could be.
7 permanent houses.
But I don't know what
Who
town
was the
or.
baby?
That was one of your guys' brother or sister who said
Yeah,
that.
and
Died
also
there.
they're actually registered as
Oh, my dad, how can my dad
They
be
get
buried
funded
there,
every
he's
year.
buried down here?
I think every year they.
I thought
Not
it was-
your dad.
Huh? Well, whose dad is that? One dad and one baby?
Yeah.
Somebody,
What, a dad and a daughter.
Every year.
no.
A father and a daughter, he said is buried.
But there's.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys
But
want
then
me
he-
filming you guys? I thought you were just chatting.
Oh!
I'm gonna make sure, just let me make sure that's actually on. Yeah, it is on. I hope I can hear you guys okay.
And,
I can't see the map.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out is what Tambour is buried there. Cause Alec thinks he said it was maybe Mary Tambour.
Mary Tambour was buried in Resolution. She is still buried in Port Resolution.
Who else is buried? There.
In Port Resolution?
Yeah.
Just Mary.
What about there was another daughter or another sister. Adeline?
Adeline, no, Adeline's down here. Hey, Adeline could be at Buffalo Lake.
She could be.
She's the oldest one, yeah. I think that's where we lost her. Gee, where's she going back in? I'm sure she's. Adeline, and we lost,
For sure Carson's buried over here.
Carlson, I'm sure he's buried here. Across the portage, eh? Because basically he's told me a story about him. That's basically his grandpa. I mean, basically his dad's brother, eh? Carlson. Kid Carlson.
So he's buried.
Auntie Bessie told me that he's buried here.
Who else was Grandpa's brother? Any more Tambours?
Well, Henry's the only one.
Could it be him?
Yeah, Henry Tambour was his brother. not real brother, but they're kind
His
of the
adopted
same mom. I
brother?
think same mom and different dad. I think. I'm sure.
Did Henry have any daughters?
Who?
Henry Tambour.
He's got Lizzie and Virginia.
Oh, okay. So he's probably buried in Fort Res, right?
Yeah. No, Henry Tambour is buried here. He died in 1949. He drowned. That's our uncle.
Is there any other ones?
No,
I'm just trying to
I
figure
don't.
out
I don't
if he
remember
said
any
it.
other brothers they had.
Because he said it was a father and a daughter. Maybe it's two daughters?
Yeah, he was married and he had two daughters, Lizzie and Virginia. That's what I remember. Virginia's still living in
Mhm.
Resolution.
Because he said it's definitely Tambour's buried here, but
Yeah, I know. There's about three for sure.
Yeah.
I really believe that because my mom, she talked about it before. There was some kids are buried there. Because we were just small when we used to live over there. Well, every year we go until school start and then nobody go back over there. Early 1950s, 60s. About 1955, I think that's when school started, or 1950, I'm sure. During that time, between 55 and 50, as school started.
and then you never hardly or did you go over there when there was school break after that?
Well, we go over there. I go for a spring hunt with Uncle and Grandma and them because that was before the school started. I was old enough, about 9 years old, I guess, when I went for spring hunt with them. Not only that time, I've been there quite a few times. We spent a lot of time in Buffalo Lake, young days, really small. My dad had built a nice little log house.
In Buffalo Lake?
Yeah,
Where?
it's burned.
Where
It collapsed. This is
Yates.
Yates River, right about here. That's where the village was, I'm sure. 'Cause this is the border, eh?
Yeah. No, I don't know what this is.
Because
It's probably a cut line.
cut line, but there's got to be a border around here because we don't go that far from the cabin and there's a border, eh?
What kind of border? The Alberta border?
Alberta border.
Oh,
Yeah, where was the
Alberta
bottom
border.
of the map?
Huh?
Yeah.
Right here's the Alberta border.
Yeah, okay. Then this is not very far from where we live, but I'm sure this is where we used to stay.
On that
But
first.
on this point, that's where the people they live at, I'm sure. Because there's a whole bunch of log houses there.
There was?
Was not
Yeah.
that same one that Pat
In
was talking?
19,
Yeah, I think so. 1950s.
1950 something, 57, 58.
That's when it burnt, right?
I was over there with Grandpa, my dad, and with Des and David Buggins, a whole bunch of us. There was a little village here. That's where people used to live before.
So where was Grandpa's cabin?
Well, there's a village here, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4 houses all in line.
Mm-hmm.
But the grandpa is way back here someplace. You have a little log cabin.
In that same little village?
That's where we grew up, in the log cabin, yeah. There's no roofing like today. They put dirt on the top to keep the rain and snow out.
So did you guys lived in that little village?
Yeah, that's where we spent a lot of time there.
In 1950s?
Year 19, way before 50s, but some 40s. 49 was the last time, I believe we came on the Buffalo River with a boat. I don't think I went back there after school starts. School must have started about early 50s, I guess. I started school when I was 11. So it must be 51 then.
So you guys used Yates River lots?
Yeah, that's because right beside Yates River there's a little creek that goes quite a ways. This one it is.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, he traps on that.
This
That's-
little creek right here?
Yeah, that's where we went. There's right beside the Yates River. You go this way a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little creek that goes around here, way out on the land. We used to trap there, me and my brother Victor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my dad used to trap and hunt for beavers. Pat Buggins the one that showed us where it is. So but my dad was in Buffalo Park before too, with Lumley's.
Do you know where?
And then he went back to Buffalo Lake area. He was in the park for a while.
On that side?
Yeah.
Do you know where?
Well, he was with Jim Lumley's where they are. That's the area he was with Lumley's, John Lumley's for a while, trapping over there. And then he went back to Buffalo Lake area later on. So he was in the park and he was in the Buffalo Lake, both.
Anywhere else you used to trap?
Well, on this Gate River, and then I trapped on the White Sand River with John Smoggies way back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
We trapped on this. We used to have a trap line right on the river.
Do you have any cabins there? Was
no,
there any cabins?
No cabins. We just go one night at a time. We camp over there 2 nights sometimes and visit our traps. But we spent a lot of time there on that White Sand River.
When did you guys spend time at that little village? Before you went to school, like, was it all year round, or when you were 9?
Well, that was after, that was in 1957, I'm
Mhm.
sure, 1957, that's where we stayed in one of his cabins, Uncle Joe's cabin.
Mm-hmm.
It was still in good shape that time. That's,
Oh, Joe Mackay
Yeah.
and
log building.
Modest Mackay.
Yeah, we stayed with them in the house, because my dad's old cabin's already torn down, fall down, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And,
In the little village.
too old, yeah. But some of the houses are still standing when I was there that time.
Mm-hmm.
I was only about 17 and lively little kid I was, and still today. Never changed. I'm thinking of going back over there this year in the winter and take a look over there. But there in 1972, big fire. We spent a lot of time at Buffalo Lake. We stayed out there fighting fire.
Oh, really? You were there fighting?
1972.
You were there fighting the forest fire?
Yeah, we stayed right at that. Where's that White Sand? We stayed about here. White Sand River is right here. About on this beach, that's where we live.
Mm-hmm.
On fighting fire, right? There we seen a whole bunch of horses tracks.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Well, years ago, Pat Buckets, they used to have lots of horses. They got spook away and they never came back. But 1972, when we were fighting fires, we were checking for fire along the beach. And because the Caribou Mountain was burning that time.
Mhm.
And we seen a whole bunch of horses' tracks, hundreds of them there.
Really?
They went to the water, you see their tracks everywhere, right on the beach. So there's gotta be wild horses out there in Caribou Mountain.
Ooh.
Nobody bothered it. There's still horses out there. It was 30 some years ago.
Yeah.
I remember all that.
So the only burial site you know of is this one?
Yeah,
You don't know of any other burial sites?
I don't know any other ones.
Have you ever seen?
Yeah, I passed through there. We trap on this line, eh?
Yeah.
We trap just about to the lake. So I see the burial site.
So-
I never knew
It was
some of
Tambour.
our brothers and sisters are buried there because nobody told me before, eh?
Mhm.
Until Victor Buggins is the one that told us.
Oh really?
Yeah. Not Pat, but his brother, Victor,
Mhm.
late Victor.
So who was all born in Buffalo Lake from your family? Do you know?
Born?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
Was some of them were
Vic,
born?
Victor is, I don't know, Victor is born here anyway. Some of the kids babies are born there, but I don't know their name. That's the whole, nobody, they'd never been baptized, they just died babies, I guess. Must have been. Because if they had a name, I would have remembered.
Did you ever fish in Buffalo Lake?
Hmm?
Did you ever fish over there?
Yeah,
Where'd
on
you
the
go fishing?
White Sand River, we used to fish.
Where, like at the mouth?
Pickerel, all this area got lots of pickerels.
Yates? That's
Yeah.
Yates.
That's, yeah, Yates.
So you went fishing there?
We had nothing there, just lots of pickerels.
What about at White Sand?
No, never bothered fishing, it's too shallow there.
What about Deep River?
Yates River,
And then there's Deep River too.
no, we never did it to it, we never fished. There should be a fish there, but we never bother it.
Mm-hmm.
Just here. This
Just
is
the
the
Yates?
best area is right there. Deep and just like Hay River.
Mm-hmm.
As I remember we caught a lot of fish there. Pickerel,
So what did you fish for mostly?
jackfish,
Jackfish, pickerel.
whitefish.
How about coney?
Yeah, you get coney once in a while. I remember the big jack we catch over there. We just cut out the stomach and bring it back to grandma. Yeah.
Did you ever see any unusual animals there? Like deer or
No,
cougars or anything?
1977, we know there's cougar around there, but we never seen them. We know the tracks, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We come and throw an avenue trap to get there. He didn't tell me until I come back.
He didn't want to
Because
scare you?
he thought I might get scared and never go back in the bush. He's smart, eh? Thanks a lot. But I wasn't scared until today. I still go in the bush by myself.
What about for caribou? Did you ever see caribou?
I never
No?
seen caribou at Buffalo Lake. The only thing I know about is moose, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa used to kill moose lots.
Do you want me to ask those questions? Or are you gonna ask them, Victoria?
Which one?
The rest of the caribou ones. Do you want to?
He's never seen caribou.
I know. I was going to ask him about other
No.
heard stories he heard,
Oh,
or tracks,
go
or all
ahead,
that kind of. Okay. Did you ever see any tracks anywhere? Any tracks? Or
No.
nothing.
I never bothered for
No.
looking at that. That's only moose.
Yeah. Did you
Moose,
ever?
That's the only tracks we see, and I don't think I've seen caribou tracks out there.
Did you
Maybe.
ever hear about?
There is caribou there because there's the caribou mountains not far away.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever hear of
2
Grandpa?
days. Huh?
Did you ever hear about your dad trapping for caribou?
You can't
Killing,
trap.
killing caribou?
My dad never talked about caribou.
No?
Just moose.
Did you ever hear?
Well, he kills them around here, but not in Buffalo Lake.
Oh.
Maybe he did in our time when we were small. Maybe. But
Whereabouts here? Did he kill some here on the highway or?
well, there was no highway that time when he was growing up.
Oh yeah, on the.
But I'm sure he shot some deers too. Those they're small, eh?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They shoot them around here by Sandy Creek like that. But I don't know about it in Buffalo Lake. To tell you the truth, I don't remember.
But I mean, if you know where he shot them around here, that would be really interesting too. Like,
Yeah.
not just Buffalo. Do you know where roughly? Like were they close
I
to
know
town?
there's some
or-
woodland caribou. I see them towards Pine Point once in a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we never go after it because it's just there and gone. Eh?
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Yeah. And so, do you know? Did you hear much about other people seeing woodland caribou, not just around Buffalo Lake, but anywhere around between Buffalo Lake and here? Or did you hear stories about other people
Oh yeah,
hunting
there's
them?
lots of caribou, woodland caribous.
Yeah.
Where?
Bigger caribou than the barren line. Eh? Woodland caribou.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was coming back with late Victor Buggins. He shot 2 or 3, I think, caribou. It was just getting dark and it was in the springtime.
In March or?
He shot 3 of them.
Yeah. Do you know where that was?
Uh,
Can you show
about
us?
halfway to Buffalo Lake from here.
So way up here somewhere.
Yeah, on that Buffalo Lake Road. It was
Where's
pretty
that?
close to Snake River.
Oh, the winter road?
Where's the 1 to 250?
Yeah, that's where he shot those caribous.
Can you grab one side of that? Because it's probably gonna be on here.
There's a little small lake there with just mostly
Okay, so here's Snake Creek comes along here and comes into the Buffalo River right here.
well, but this one, Snake River, is-
So I know it's hard on this map, and that one doesn't go far enough.
but anyway,
So this is Buffalo River here.
yeah,
and
but
that's
no,
Lemon-Lee's-
it's
it's
way
the
far
wrong-
away. It's got to be this side someplace.
Oh, okay.
Buffalo Lake Road, that's the one that.
Whoops, sorry. Where is that Buffalo Lake Road?
Is that the winter road?
Yeah. Well, they use it year round.
Huh?
They could use it year round.
It came into Buffalo Lake from Hay River?
Yeah. Well, that's the trail they use across the portage. And beside the Snake River, not very far from Snake River, that's where we've seen that. That's where we shot those caribou.
So there must be a different Snake River then, because this is Snake.
know,
This
yeah,
is Snake
this-
Creek,
I
but those
know,
other
that's what I
guys, it's
meant.
confusing because they
There's
already
a
talked
Snake
about
Creek
Snake.
and there's a Snake River. That's why I was trying to find that other
Oh,
map.
so
but I can't
those other
find
ones
it.
might have been marked on the wrong
There's
one
gotta
then?
be
Snake River is like, it's a big river. I don't know why it's not marked on here.
Well, I
Snake
mean, sometimes they
River.
call-
Snake River hits Buffalo River. Where's
well,
the
that
Buffalo
is it
River?
then.
Right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So they
Oh,
on this
okay.
map they show Snake River
Buffalo
comes in
River.
right where I lost it again.
Where's the bridge?
I don't know.
highway? You mean?
This
Here's-
is the highway.
Here's the
eh?
highway here on the
Oh,
Buffalo
okay.
River.
And the Snake River should be about this. I think this is the one.
Oh, so you saw caribou down there?
Yeah, this has got to be Snake River because it's not about 40 miles from that bridge. I think that's where the Snake River hits. It's got to be this one because our Buffalo Lake Road should be hidden out this way like that.
Oh, so Buffalo Lake Road is on the other side of, like, this is the Fort Smith Highway here.
Yeah, I was just
Oh,
on that side, yeah.
okay. Oh, I know, you guys go in,
Yeah.
I know, that's right, some people told me you go in somewhere from around
Yeah, we
here, I
cross on-
think, and go over that way.
Yeah.
You don't go through Cop Lake, do you?
No.
It's
that's
north of Cop Lake.
No.
But after the bridge, right?
Confusing.
Yeah.
Well, here's Sandy Lake, where is it, is it any, is your
Yeah, it
road
was-
before
Sandy's
Sandy
way
Lake?
far away from where we are. That's gotta be Fort Smith Road then.
Yeah, this is Fort Smith Road, there's Sandy
Yeah.
Lake, here's
But,
Buffalo River Bridge.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, from the bridge, you go up to the river and then not very far, there's about 40 miles, I think, is the Snake River. That's the one there, he shot those caribou beside, not very
Okay.
far from there, not even, about 5 miles east.
Okay, when you're going toward Buffalo Lake.
Yeah. Well,
So-
we're coming back from Buffalo Lake and to Hay River when he shot those caribou.
Okay, so before you get to the bridge.
But there is caribou around everywhere,
Okay.
woodland caribou.
Yeah. So do you know, do many people hunt them, or
Huh?
do many people hunt them?
Well, sometimes, yeah. Robert Lumley's and them, they go from mile 65, their cabin, they go towards Buffalo Lake and they get caribou, woodland
Okay.
caribou.
Yeah.
But way back in the early 50s, this whole bunch of reindeers come, barrenland caribou, they hit the Great Slave Lake and they went to Buffalo Lake.
In the 50s.
Hundreds of them, lots of time. They killed lots of them, I guess. But they never went back. I never heard they went back there after anymore. Just one time.
Just one time. And do you know any names? There's not anything named anywhere around here named after, like, for caribou? Like, there's no Caribou Lake or Caribou Hill or Caribou
Well,
Point
the
or
only
anything like
thing
that?
I know about is Caribou Mountain.
That's the only one they named after caribou?
I think so, yeah. Must be lots of caribou out there, that's why. Or Uncle Joe used to trap on there. He never took me over there. I
No.
regret it though. I
Never
really wanted
been,
to
huh.
see it.
Did he talk at all about where the caribou calve or where they migrate? Did he ever talk about
No.
where they have their calves? No? Do you have any other caribou questions, or?
No.
Okay.
Do you know where the moose, if they have any migratory routes?
There's moose everywhere. In Yates River, and White Sand River.
So they don't just stay in one spot, they just go everywhere?
Well, they just go everywhere. Because towards that White Sand River, me and my Uncle Joe, we used to trap. We have a trap line right across like this.
Mm-hmm.
We see moose in this area everywhere. Because from that where we stay,
Mm-hmm.
we go right across the portage,
Mm-hmm.
and then we keep going right by the lake like that,
Mm-hmm.
and right to White Sand River. He would go over there, and he traps on it a little bit too. So we see moose in this area, all even in the winter we see them.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't get any because he can't get close enough.
So you stayed mostly on the west side of Buffalo Lake?
Yeah.
You never went up to
No, we didn't go to the park. We just go on the west side. That's
What-
where everybody.
I thought you you didn't say that you were with the Lamalises for a while up
Yeah,
here?
my dad.
Oh, your
my dad
dad.
did, and we did. When we were just small kids, we stayed over there at Buffalo Park for the whole year, I believe. Maybe not only 1 year, but I don't really remember because I was so small.
Do you know where there was good hunting for migratory birds?
Yeah, down by the lake, especially in the springtime, there's lots of geese, ducks.
Does it matter where?
Yeah, around this area is pretty good. All this around here,
Mm-hmm.
you just go down in the springtime, they're everywhere. Geese, ducks, they're a pretty good place for. We always eat lots down there that time. I wish I was there right now.
Do you ever recall anybody seeing whooping cranes over there?
Hmm?
Whooping cranes?
No.
You ever hear of anybody talking about them?
Yeah, my dad talks about them. They see them around there before.
In Buffalo Lake?
Yeah.
So probably like by Yates River?
It could be, yeah, about around here, I guess he see them. But he did talk about it. They're
Whooping cranes?
big bird, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But me, I didn't see them there, but he said he see them.
Huh? Okay. I'm gonna take a break.
Good, my arm's getting sore.
What other animals do you hunt and trap in Buffalo Lake area?
We trap only minks.
Where did you find minks? Was there lots? You said there was lots of mink you caught one time?
Yeah, we catch some in this area,
Mm-hmm.
on this river.
On Yates?
Yeah, and even around where we have our camp,
Mm-hmm.
not very far from there. I set traps for squirrels and I catch mink, eh?
Mm.
And catch lynx in this river.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a fox. My uncle, he caught a lot of, he caught about four wolves in one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Along the Yates River?
Yeah, well, this is something that that moose went across in the fall time. I guess he went through the ice
Mm-hmm.
and he was in the ice there. He died there like that.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my brother Victor, we tried to cut some piece out of it and it got smelled real bad. So we left it open like that and the wolves come around. Uncle set some traps.
Mm-hmm.
He caught 4 of them. 3 or 4 anyway. So he's a good trapper, him too. He caught a lot of minks like that, uncle with us.
Mm-hmm.
Good trapper, that one. But around here, where the people they live,
Mm-hmm.
Grandma and them, they go right across the portage. They set snares for rabbits,
Mm-hmm.
and they get lots of rabbits there. And they live on, mostly people live on more rabbits because they're pretty good in those days, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And we use all kinds of, not the snares we use today, them they cut their own. They make them so when they catch a rabbit,
Mm-hmm.
they hang up. They put a stick to that and the stick goes like this when the rabbit gets caught. He's hung down.
Oh.
They're beautiful. Your dad still does that once in a while. There's a lot of things that they did in the past. They smoke beaver meat, muskrats in the springtime. They bring it home and they eat it all summer. I remember that. Even smoke anything, them guys, in those days.
How would you like to see Buffalo Lake protected?
Hmm?
How would you like to see Buffalo Lake protected on the west side? Would you like to see it, how would you like for it to be protected?
Well, I really think that our generation is already, is pretty well gone. But for the future generation, I really think that people should be out there all the time to protect that land, because if you have somebody stationed there and looking after the area,
Mm-hmm.
it could be useful for a long time. And the next generation are not very interested. But once you start getting them out there and see what it's like in the winter time,
Mm-hmm.
in the springtime, and in the summer, see people, they should even make a fish camp over there. They can teach traditional lifestyle
Mm-hmm.
with fish catching, and make smoked fish, dried fish, pickerel, all kinds of good fish out there. And the kids are, this young generation, somebody's got to be out there all the time, try to start up something. I mean, wanting to for a long time, but nobody wants to help out. But if there's money for it, they should set up a nice camp out there, so the place will be protected year round.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody out there, that's why a lot of people want to take it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta station somebody over there for sure.
So how important is Buffalo Lake area to you?
Hmm?
How important is that area to you?
Very important to me. I haven't been out there for a while, but it's all right. Still know that area pretty
Mm-hmm.
good. Go back over there and find the places where I've been before.
Mm-hmm.
I traveled with Uncle Joe, I traveled with Uncle Modest, and with my dad. I know the whole shot pretty well. I've been around everywhere. And one more thing is good for his beaver. You can't get beaver anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's really beautiful. People go over there in the springtime, they get beaver before, right? And stuff like that. But muskrats too, there's lots. There's hardly any now. I don't know what happened to them.
There's hardly any muskrats?
But yeah, there's still some, but not very much. Not as much as when they used. The people, they used to kill them by the thousands.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, there's hardly any. All my life, I trapped nearly everything that you're supposed to kill in the north. The only thing I didn't trap is cougar.